Get into this. I made an announcement that I would be doing a giveaway for a charm for the people who had asked me questions for doing this video. However, there was not enough participation, I feel, uh, to do a giveaway. So we'll do it this way, and I'll just do another contest for another charm coming up. And if someone has any more questions for me, maybe we'll do it that way. But anyhow, let's get into the questions. And once again, I do apologize. This is a long list of questions from my friend JB. What's your name and where are you from? Was the first question she asked me. Let's just call me Hatchet for now. And I am from the beautiful state of New Hampshire. What's your nickname? Well, I have several. My father used to call me Tiger. Um, my friends call me Hatchet. Some of my friends call me Sid. What is your birthday and how old will you be? I am 23. My birthday is January 11th. And I don't tell too many people that. So, do you have any siblings? Yeah, I got a sister. She's 17. Her name is Brittany. What's your zodiac sign? I'm a Capricorn. How many tattoos do you have and do you plan on getting more? Or I have one tattoo. And that's the Hatchet Man. And yeah, I plan on getting several because this whole lower part of my arm is going to be a mini sleeve. My favorite movie, um, that's a hard one. Depends on what kind of mood I'm in. Lately, I've been in a Guy Ritchie type mood. I've also been watching some other movies, but I have to say that the one that I've watched as of recently that's my favorite is most certainly, without a doubt, Olympus Has Fallen. That movie was pretty dope. Um, do you like to read? If so, what's your favorite book? Easiest question. Catcher in the Rye is my absolute favorite book, and it always will be. It's a classic. My favorite food right now, I'm kind of feeling calamari. I mean, that changes too. My favorite drink is, as long as it's an energy drink, is my favorite. My favorite animal, I have to say, my favorite animal, my personal animal, would be my black lab Cody that I had put down. My favorite sport and favorite team. Um, I'm a Red Sox fan, but that's because I'm from New England and I love the Sox. My first sports game I actually went to was a Red Sox game. So I'd have to say, my favorite sport though would definitely have to be hockey. So I'm going hockey, and my favorite team is the Boston Bruins. How long have you been down? I'm assuming she's talking down with the clown. When I first got into ICP, I was 11 years old. I never claimed Juggalo until 2 years after that, and I've kind of fallen out of it since. Who's your favorite horrorcore rapper right now? My favorite horrorcore rapper right now, most certainly, without a doubt, Mars. What other type of music do you enjoy listening to? Um, I don't even know how to categorize it. I've been digging a lot of the albums that I've been able to review. Prozac's "We All Fall Down" was absolutely phenomenal. Buckshot's "Helter Skelter," and of course Kosher's album "Ugly," which was dope. So, but as far as the music I've been listening to as of late, it's been mostly Tech Nine and Kosher. So actually, lately I've been listening to what people would call hip hop. Believe it or not. Who's your favorite band? Dropkick Murphys, no question. Favorite album right now? Ooh, my favorite album right now. Uh right now, the music that's come out this past summer, I'd have to say Kosher's "Ugly" album is my absolute favorite. Um, that's been recent. I think my all-time favorite album though would definitely have to be of all time would have to be Mars Attacks. I've been really feeling that album lately. Do you do you believe the music industry has gone downhill these days? I feel that it's changed, and I've only seen better music this year. Actually, Strange Music has put out so much, and the sounds are different, and they're definitely innovative, and they're uh, they're creating a whole new genre almost. Like if you listen to Son of Sam, it's not the typical, you know, uh, Chris Calico. If you listen to Kosher, he doesn't sound like anything you've ever heard in your life. If you listen to Tech Nine's new album, Something Else, with some of those features, damn, that is not typical Tech Nine. So I feel that it's not going downhill as much as it is changing. A lot of people are feeling this way about possibly Psychopathic Records, simply because of Twist's departure, Blaze's departure, and a lot of people having mixed feelings about the newest artist. Well, newest, as in no one's seen him. Big Hoodoo, but as we know, the newest artists that are on Psychopathic were the ones that were previously on Psychopathic. So that's why I kind of feel like people are thinking that the music industry is falling, because a lot of people are focused on that. And that's why I'm urging people to at least step aside, away from it, step outside that circle, and really just get to know other sounds, other songs, other music artists. Really give it a chance. Don't get wrapped up in, especially if you're, really pissed off about how things are going. Just listen to something else for a while and come back to it if, something dope happens. Who, in your opinion, is the worst rapper, band, singer? Uh, I don't listen to bad music, so I really can't judge. Um, I feel Hoodoo was absolute crap. Um, but there's also worse rappers than him. Um, I'm going to define it this way: the worst band that I can think of, the worst band, would definitely have to be. Oh, well, no, because there's a few of them that are pretty bad. I'd have to say the worst band is. I'd have to say Offspring. And I'm only saying that because, no, because even Green Day. All right, I'll ring in Green Day because of the same reason I think Offspring. And that's because they completely sold out. As my friend quoted, uh, my friend said, and I'm quoting him, punk went crunk a long time ago. I have to agree. The worst rapper. Oh, there's a lot of them. I mean, if you listen to some of like these dime a dozen, drop in the bucket music artists, there's a lot of them. Uh, I'd have to say, with work wise, and what I think he's doing, I would have to say Eminem, only not because of his music, but because of his personal life that he keeps throwing into the music. And he's always indebted to his fans. And what he's saying in recovery, he said he was going to go back to the old hip hop. He said he was going to do this, that, and the other, and he did. Yeah, he came out with something else. I forget the name of the album. Although it was Relapse and then it was Recovery. That's right. And then he was like, I promise I'll never do this, and I'm not gonna do that. And then he goes back to old school hip hop, trying to kick it back into old school Slim Shady with Berserk. And then he's going to go controversial with this album, or maybe he'll be long forgotten. And then he's going to try and go back to doing something like the Relapse and Recovery. And it's just going to be this big cycle, like it's something new, because it sells and people are simple. On to the next question. Again, this is all from GB. So, wow. Even if we're in a high-tech society, do you believe we're relying on technology a bit too much, i.e. the internet? Well, no, I don't. As a matter of fact, I was actually talking with Child's Play Ninja and a few others about this, that you will learn more on a Google search than in 4 hours than you will in 6 months of school being in a classroom. So, absolutely not. I believe that technology will better us. I believe that how we use it, though, how we're using it is what's going to define whether or not we're in a technological society and if that will succeed or not. Is there any foreign language that you would like to learn? I'm basic in German, but I'd like to learn more German. Do you want kids someday? It's on the table. Do you think children, teens need more discipline? Um, that's an interesting one because I wouldn't necessarily discipline as much as they need more active parents. It's not the lack of discipline; it's the lack of parenting. Think about it. You know, there's 15-year-olds out there having kids, and you know they're not doing much for the kid. They're not able to do much. They're living off the kid's grandparents. See what I'm saying? What was your most embarrassing moment? That's interesting. Most embarrassing moment. Hmm. That's a good one. I'm actually tied with that. My most embarrassing moment. That one I got to think about. Let me get back to that one. Oh wait, how do you see yourself in the future? That I will. I'll answer these two questions in my 100th video. I will do that. Then I was asked this question from, I hope I'm pronouncing this name right, Jatoya. She asked me what got me into making charms, and how the signing with music artists and all this and that. Well, I'm not signing music artists. We were going to move into a sub label portion of, and instead of just focusing on merchandise, we wanted to push music artists. So we were going to start up a label. We sat down, we talked about it, and then we're like, instead of doing that, why don't we promote music artists? That's what we'll do. We'll promote them rather than signing people and this, that, and the other and having them feel tied to Hatchet's Wicked Shack. What inspired Charm Designs was actually the Abominations album, because Abominations was my favorite album at the time, and I loved the Abominations and I wanted a charm. So I get in touch with my charm maker, and I says, I'd never gotten custom charms other than the ones that I did for promoting Hatchet's Wicked Check, which I used for advertisement. But I says, can you make these into a charm? And I sent him the Abomination symbol. But I sent the one that was all chopped up and shit because I didn't want it to look too pristine. I wanted to have that rugged look. So I found the picture of the Abomination symbol that I liked. He sent me a demo picture. I sent him the money. But he sent me 2 charms instead because it took a little bit for him to send them. So he sent me 2 of them. I only ordered 1, but he sent me 2 of them. I got them, came up with the FBI charm design. This was about, I'd say, a month and a half later I came up with this. And it was right in this time where Twisted was coming to Nashua. I said, well, to, get my charms out there and promote them and shit, I want to make sure Twisted gets charms. And I don't have enough money for VIP, though. So how am I going to do this? I'll just chance it, and I'll buy tickets, and I'll hope to God they'll get my charms. Well, one of the charms got lost in the crowd. So I went up to the front barricade, and Jamie was at the front. There's actually a picture of it on my Facebook. Mono's standing in the back, like, just kind of like, whatever. And Madrox was really getting into it, he was like up at the crowd, stuff like that, giving me black vibes. And this girl grabs me. She goes, I see what you're doing here. She grabs me. She pushes me forward. And I'm leaning forward with this charm. Well, my hand's like this. And so Madrox is like, Daps? I'm like, no, man, not Daps. He's like, you don't want my Daps? Like, what the fuck? I'm like, no, dude, take this. He's all confused and shit, but I hand him that charm and his face fucking lit up. There was a camera angled down like this. It was just like one of your little cameras about this size with a blinking red light. And it was up and I could see it. So somewhere out there is footage. So if anybody has this footage of me giving Jamie Madrox a charm, and if anyone was at Nashua, please let me know because I'd love to see that. But that's what inspired me to want to do charms for music artists, was that moment when I was like, everything I wanted to do, I can now do so with creating charms and this, that, and the other. And now I can get in touch with music artists. And Hatchet's Wicked Shack has taken a turn for the better. And I realized that I did just that, and I might have outdone myself this time around, which again is coming from my 100th video. But these are all the questions that I've gotten. If you guys want to send me more questions, feel free. But this is going on about 15 minutes, so I'll cut this short right now.